帰りの色パンダの桜帰りの色花は吉野に嵐吹く花は吉野に嵐吹く大和の子と生まれては大和の子と生まれては三平線の花と地へ三平線の花と地へ借用の筒は武器ならず水曜の剣なりません
Alright, welcome guys. This is the Efficient Strategy Gaming live stream. We're going to be playing Hearts of Iron 4 today. And we're going to be playing on, you guessed it, Elite Iron Man mode with Historical AI. So this is part 2 of my Japan series. We're using one of my viewers and one of my Patreons, Bearju, his guide. It looks like he's on. He said he'd be late, but I think he's on. Looks like he's on the Google Doc here. So he'll be in the background helping me. Oh, there he is. Okay, I see him in chat. Alright, I think it's been since Sunday, so I haven't even been on HOI4 since Sunday. I've been checking out smaller developers' games. Maybe you guys checked out the video that I dropped sometime this morning on carrier battles of Guadalcanal. The game is called Carrier Battles for Guadalcanal. So it's kind of interesting that I chose that game because it's kind of mirrors what we're doing here. And there's definitely the same ships in play in this game that are in that game. That game was turn-based strategy, hex-based, and very interesting. I found it very intriguing. Although the game is not very complex like this one, it was very intriguing. Also, I'd like to say a big thank you to Mr. Terry, who rated me last stream. And yeah, thanks for bringing your viewers over to watch the end of the last live stream. So I appreciate that, Mr. Terry. So as you can see here, we're in China, and we're grinding a little bit. I posted the next part of the build in the description box below, so I know people had been looking for that build, and the next part of it is down below. So if you go to the first video, you can copy and paste it into a Word doc, and then the second video, copy and paste that into the Word doc. That's like the middle third of the build that Bearju made for me here. Parker, Jiwad, and Snake. Good to see you. Sorry I can't read Russian, but good to see you too. I think you've been here before, whoever you are with the Russian name. So let's go through this all and just take a step back for a second because I need to get reoriented myself. Okay, so we're on Carrier Warfare Experiments. Next thing would be Fighter Modernization. That's kind of interesting because Japan started off with a very good fighter at the beginning of the war and a very good close air support. So we go Fighter Modernization, Agility Focus, Fighter Agility plus 20%. Wow, that's awesome. The Zero. Okay, I forget, it's only 1938, so the Zero is still being developed. Army expansion, supremacy of will, then bicycle battalions. So Xeno, if you're there, the bicycle battalions are in the mix here. Right here. Bicycle infantry. And that will unlock the bicycle infantry division. Okay, Other things we're looking at here, we're almost up to political power again. So we're almost up to 150, so we can get another genius or expert here in the military staff. Hajime Sugiyama, division training time, negative 15% as a genius. That's kind of weak. Army offense, division attack 5. And the expert looks pretty good. Division recovery rate plus 8%. Okay, air combat training. Of course, the geniuses are better. I don't know. I'm just used to playing Germany, so I'm like, there's a ton of geniuses in there and a ton of good bonuses. To my eye, it looks like the recovery rate guy is going to be the best. See if we have a theorist. Grand Battle Plan Doctrine. We're not on Grand Battle Plan. It would be this guy. Are we researching anything? Yeah, mobile defense. Okay. This might be the next guy. That'll erase 18 days if we got it like right now and give us Army XP. I think we're good on Army XP though. Never mind. We'll go for Hideki Tojo. Army morale is the guy to go with, says Bearju. Yep, for sure. See how like-minded we are, Bearju? Research the military police. Thank you. God. I would have forgotten. Well, I was getting there. We're getting there. Okay. This looks great. I almost feel like changing this to military police right now. But we'll complete that. That'll be fine. Okay, so we have some carriers down there, some carriers up there. See what we have in stockpile. We pretty much own the skies in China, which gives us a big advantage. Resources are good. Kill count 46,000 to almost 750,000. Okay, looking good there. I planned out 2 moves. One for my armored spearhead, which still has decent equipment to go right here and then cut across. However, I was thinking that's probably not going to work too well. I guess they have the motorized divisions in there. So we make a breakthrough with the tanks. And then we follow it up with the motorized. I don't think there's going to be fortresses. Fort attack plus 15%. I guess we'll go with scavenger, although I'm not sure. We can try to figure out later how much equipment I'm actually capturing, but I don't think it's going to be much. Okay, we'll go Intel Agency. It is a little late, but we're going to need that for late game anyway. And then you spam out Ichigo. So we have Ichigo for like a year or something like that. Attack bonus against country 20%. Defense bonus plus 5. That's huge. So we need to get in and finish this off really quickly. Yikes. I didn't realize that southern China was so mountainous. So if we can make some encirclements in here, it'll be good. I have 311 days. Okay, we're going to need it. So this is going to be interesting. How do I start just the one battle plan but not the other ones? I guess I could just have this guy go for everything. Let's speed ahead here. Let's make sure our air looks good. Can give him one cast down here just for superiority purposes. I was also thinking in this situation, you know, when we're prioritizing building our planes, I'm actually thinking that the most important thing would be reliability, because there is no enemy, right? So you wouldn't want to lose. Okay, they have like 114 active enemy fighters from China. I'm sure they're like biplanes or something, but we're not going to take a lot of losses from the Chinese Air Force. So it'd be a real shame if your reliability was low. Father Ted, are there bicycles? It's coming up, man. It's coming up in a few here. Ichigo and... So Mateo, good to see you. Ichigo and the secure China focuses are very risky as they give the USA war support, letting them go giant wakes very early. If you have spies, I recommend propaganda to try and delay that. Ikarik, good to see you, man. I would go with range and reliability. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that was the two things that you need, especially... Look at these air zones. And you have to be based, because it's the Pacific Ocean. So you have to be based in specific areas. Yeah, let's just launch this thing. And I am addressing the attrition that we're seeing there in China. So we're building infrastructure in behind where we're coming through here. That really doesn't matter that much. Shandong is going to matter quite a bit. I wonder if it would help with supply if we make this a little better. It does not look like it at all. It'll still take a land route. To my eye, it looks like Beijing needs to be... This is our priority. That's the squeeze point in our supply. Japan gets bonus for fighters to their agility, so you'll dominate the AI's fighters without upgrading the agility. Excellent. Okay, here we go. And they're attacking the wrong way. There we go. Let's put these guys on reserve for a moment. Okay, we got 2 of the tank divisions in there, so that's excellent. I find your lack of pure bicycles disturbing. Last time I played Japan, I did not do Marco Polo. I go war goal after harassment by Chinese on border. That way he had no debuff. If China bogs me down, we should rush the focuses for the army. Okay. So if you wanted to rush bicycles, I don't see that. Yeah, you could definitely do that. There seem to be really good bonuses early the way that Bearju had this set up. We went down here first, and we got an extra research slot. We got some political power. We got the war goal against China, so I thought it was great the way we started this campaign off. All right, so we have initiative, attacking from multiple directions. They have the intel advantage, though. Even China has the intel advantage against us. So I do think, Bearju, that we would need to start off with an intel agency. I think that's the way to go. And let me see what exactly the advantage or disadvantage is here. I hate how it doesn't tell me what exactly it is. I'd have to look that up on the wiki. But let's see if we make the breakthrough and follow it up with the motorized. Okay. We're gonna have to go like that because they're following orders. Okay, so let's wait till the tanks come in. This is not good. Okay, so we're getting some resistance. Let's take a look at occupied territories. China should not be on civilian oversight. It should be on martial law. And Korea, it looks like we're getting a little frisky. Let's go ahead with military governor and see if that doesn't help out Korea. They were okay before. It must be because of stability loss or something like that. Credfield! Good to see you, man. My moderator. Antonio Pellini, it tells you the advantage. Antonio, good to see you, by the way. It tells you the advantage if you hover over the unit's attack and defense. Okay, it doesn't tell me there, but is this the attack and defense over here? Intel advantage 2.4%. Okay, that's still significant. Okay. Not game breaking, but it is significant. Oh yeah, we're smashing now. So I'd like to do a bolder move. God, that's awful. I don't know why they want to go in that direction so badly. So this is where you really have to micro. Okay, we got an overrun. Hopefully we get another one. Tanks are so slow because they have infantry in them. Like these gentlemen just to freeze that line so that they don't shuffle in front of us. I feel that I want another motorized division 100% here. If I hadn't screwed up this order here, we would have been fine. Okay, so let's get Tojo. Division recovery rate. That'll help us maneuver here. Slam in there. And if we cut right here, get 8-10 encirclement, that would be beautiful. And they are moving around. Halt that attack. And then this isn't going off because I have no oil. Shoot. I guess we don't need to worry about it yet. I don't want to pull these guys off the line. Let me see if I can't fix the oil problem. Good old Venezuela. They're almost in there. Tanks are so slow. And now I'm going to have one guy maneuver that direction. And then we'll wait till this guy gets there. Okay. So I can get the carrier fleets out here, just off the coast. Let's wait till some of the oil comes in. Keith, good to see you. The war's going well here. We're about to make a big encirclement, I think. What's amazing is that, like, my whole outlook on the whole thing, like, after you sleep and you think about it over a few days, like, I have a better perspective of what I need to do. So, like, at the end of the live stream, I'm just mentally gassed because I work 8 hours and then there's a period before I do the stream and then I do the stream. So that last hour is a struggle for me. Okay, let's get these guys moving up. It looks like this attack is about to peter out, but hopefully I can maneuver around in time. Just checking air superiority there. These guys look like they're about to move, so I need to pin them with an attack. And then this guy is inconsequential. Okay, that's working. So I would say don't touch your tank divisions. They're gonna dissolve eventually, but they appear to be valuable in this case. Go with the encirclement. Okay, so we have a pretty decent breakthrough here. There we go. Okay. Now, what if you make proper tank divisions at the beginning of the war? We don't have enough. Oh, right now, I'm not even producing tanks. I think that's the way to go, to not produce tanks. It's too expensive and there's too much. I mean, none of this. Tanks aren't useful on your eastern flank. You can't use them over here. I mean, I guess you could use them on the islands and then guess, but the thing that everyone needs to understand about tanks, they're useful in narrow situations. It doesn't seem like it, but you cannot use them in mountains, period. Obviously, you can't use them in water. Where tanks are useful is on the flats. And that was the whole point of attacking through here if you're Germany. They didn't even lead with an armored spearhead through the Ardennes here. They did not. They also reached the Maas River with infantry and held their tanks back, which was a huge mistake. But the point of the whole attack was to get to the flat territory here, and the French in this area here actually had tank reserves and an army that was mounting. But I digress. They were trying to get here to go through here, and look, it's all flat territory. And it worked incredibly well. So the proof is in the pudding there. But anyway, the tanks are only for certain situations. They just tend to be very historic and momentous situations. That's why they seem so important, and they are very important, but on the Eastern Front, I feel like they're not as important. We're going to have some pretty tough times here in a moment, because it looks like it's fairly mountainous down south. Okay, this guy's going over here. Let's try to maneuver around. We can get another 2 divisions. This piece of land with no ports is amazing, by the way. I love it. Okay, that's not an encirclement. Okay, carrier warfare. I think we're good with the army stuff. People want bicycles, but we definitely need the 0. And I'm thinking long term. I'm not thinking today, because it looks like we already have the capabilities of the surround. I can only see tanks for Japan if you decide to invade Russia. Hey, there you go. However, Eastern Russia probably would have less opportunity, but say Mongolia is on Russia's side, like there would be a lot of opportunity for tanks over there. And tanks were used before World War II over there. I think there was a Russian-Mongolia war. Maybe I'm misremembering that, I don't know. Okay, next thing to go, fighter modernization. So let's get those fighters in. I want production lines up. We went concentrated industry, and it is time to do this. So my friend Bear Juice says we can just plunk a carrier group out there and then set them to orders. This is very confusing to me. Okay. Put them on those orders as well. Insufficient naval supremacy. Which of the Chinas do you need to capitulate? I'm not sure. This is my first playthrough. Maybe someone could help Antonio out. That's an excellent question, Antonio. I'm not sure. Okay, what are we doing over here? Let's move. This is an interesting little chess game we're playing right there. Okay, I'm just going to put these guys on orders because I don't know what else to do. And that should fire this off. Yeah, it did. Okay, perfect. So we'll eat 8 divisions there. We got a guy coming over here. Let's just slap him in the face real quick. These guys can actually combine, and I have very little problems with that. They're just sitting there letting it happen. Alright. Okay, we ate. Actually, these guys are already surrounded, but... Holy shnikes. Okay. Okay, thanks for the info, Bearju. Set the fleet off the coast. Don't assign them to a mission. Sorry, dude. I failed you. Okay, we will set them off the coast again. And, what was the reasoning behind that, Bearju? Just to use to get the planes in there? This is a nifty little airport right there. Let's get these guys on orders. Surprise! Okay, double envelopment style. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but let's do it. Get these guys out of here. I'm just going to have that tank quickly. No. The tank needs to eat. See? Damn. So they got one division out of harm's way. Let's see if we can't hook back up here. Let's micro there. These attacks. This guy looks like he's just gonna head back in there, so okay, we got the intel agency going, and then I think you guys are gonna have to help me out here. It's radio interception group. And then government cipher. Yeah, I think that's what we do. 2 levels of this, 2 levels of that. It looks like I had to form the department first. This guy can go that way. Yeah, these tank divisions are really good. I can't believe that was completely undefended over there. That was pretty cool. Oh, I don't have anti-tank. That's another reason why you should have the tank divisions, because they're the only ones that can deal with this. So the intel agency, so China has an intel agency, and they must have decrypted our ciphers, so they have an intel advantage, which gives them a 2.4% bonus to their attack, it looks like. And defense. So I want that bonus against whoever we're going to attack, pretty much. Let's take a step back here for a second. Okay, these guys can't come out. Not enough special forces cap, that's fine. Ooh. MP's next. In 21 days we get that. We'll start doing the MPs. Okay, there we go with this surround. And then we're going to eat real quick. Let's get these guys off of that order. This isn't too bad. This isn't as bad as Barbarossa when everything gets really, really messed up. Okay, I need to get them on orders. And do I need to get down to Nanying? I'll just give them orders to... God, this looks like really rough territory. And this is exactly where the Japanese started to have problems once they got into this territory. Just have them keep going down the coast here. See how that goes. Just making sure these guys don't look too overstretched. They look okay. This doesn't look like great territory to fight in. Okay, Tanaka can do improv expert. Okay. Okay, this looks all good. Your cast will blow up the Soviet tanks. All right. I mean, that's how the Germans did it. From all the accounts, from all the first-hand accounts that I've heard people talk about, and I've never read them myself, so this is very weak information. What happened in the Battle of France was basically the Germans would run into tanks, and even their anti-tank guns, which were Pak 38, I believe, were unable to pierce the Samois, etc. So they always needed the cast to be able to, they needed to concentrate the cast in areas where there was tanks, and that made the tanks go away as soon as the cast came in. And basically that's how I play Panzer Corps too. I don't rely on the 88s because the 88s are very immobile, and that's how they are in real life. So unless a tank it goes for your 88 with line of sight, you can't bring your 88s to bear. Now, however, Rommel did travel around with like 4 88s in the desert, but I mean it's very easy to bring 88 to bear on a flat landscape where the terrain is very hospitable to move around in, or more hospitable, more flat. So 88s were very good in North Africa, I feel like, but not if there's like shrubs, bushes, where you don't have a long line of sight, because those things were like accurate up to a crazy distance, like 1,500 meters or something like that. Like, woof. Support AA does pierce light tanks for sure, and they would be useful right now, but I don't think that we can move any of our production into a can't move any of my production into it because we're Japan. That's my Jason, that's my strategy for Germany, and it's a good one. Okay, so these guys are gonna have to move, and then God, is this mountains? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have mountains, but we have hills. So if I could somehow leapfrog around here. Oh. There is a fortress there. Unfortunately, I have all my Marines engaged, and I need them to hold this line. Damn. Okay, so if we make an encirclement here, it's not really going to help. There's a port, more ports, and a mountain. Oh, but they don't have anyone down here. Okay. If there's no one in front of them, then we need to get all these guys down here as quickly as possible. We need to exploit. This is a breakthrough. This is a major breakthrough right here. Everyone needs to stop what they're doing and move down here to Hens Go. Oh. Where are you? Why would you go that way? Oh man, on the other hand, we could nip this off. Okay. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Tanks are not fast for Japan. We're gonna go right through there as quickly as we can, and then we're gonna take our spearheads, which are actually motorized divisions, and exploit the breakthrough down here. 2 should be enough. 2 should be fine. You guys don't need to, like, I think that new players think that they need to have like 10 tank divisions. You don't. You need like 2 or 3. And then you paint circles around the enemy with those 2 or 3. Your speed advantage with light tank 2s in a fully kitted out division is 4-1. Yes, 4-1. Because leg infantry can move at a speed of 3 kilometers an hour. You can move at 12, situationally, of course, but that's 4-1. So you don't need to worry about people encircling you as much in that situation. Your units in the north are pushing against entrenched mountains, causing heavy casualties. I know, but what do I do, man? Actually, they look pretty sparse. Oh, no, what? 15? Yeah, probably is causing a lot of casualties, but what the heck do I do? I need them to push in on those orders, so let's just not do anything there. If I can get this around, they're going to have to balance their line out, and then this will become thin. The fact that there's 15 up here and I'm holding them there means that they're in a lot of trouble if I keep all those divisions up there and don't let them shuffle on the line. Let's see how quick this guy is. He doesn't have that much equipment. He moves at 4.8. Okay. I wonder if he couldn't move around up through there for me. And then why are you going that direction? He's just going to cut through. Probably a smaller cut would be better. Let's just have him move right there for now. And then the tanks. I guess we're already making headway in that forest, but that's not really good. That's not a good opportunity for the tanks. Okay, they're committed, so whatever. Okay, soon to be pocket. Is this our airfield? Still can't tell where airfields are. Okay. That's their airfield. If we get that airfield, that would help out a lot. These guys can move down. Oh, Control B to move them quicker. Thank you. Okay, let's see if we can do an exploit here and just hook around real quick. Take this without a fight. Oh God, there we go. Just whip down the coast. Oh my goodness. This guy's got daylight in front of him. Why are my tanks on the defense? You don't need to be on the defense. Okay, this guy's coming through. He's just gonna have to attack there and then wait for him to come in. True, true, my friend. Let's do some crazy stuff here. This is my spearhead over here. The horse. God, this line is so thin. just going to have to be what it is. I need to make these massive encirclements. Make sure no one needs to be upgraded. Control click will allow custom routes for your troops. Okay, thank you. Was not aware of that. Like these guys, they got Mausers and stall helms. That's pretty cool. There were, so that was on my Discord, there were fully kitted out units. I don't know if they're I think they're regimental size, but the Germans gave the Chinese Mausers and uniforms. Credfield is the best moderator because you're not going to be able to speak unless you like Grand Battle Plan Doctrine. That's how you butter up the moderator in the Efficient Strategy Gaming live stream. If this guy doesn't move, we're golden. Look at this. And they have forts all over the place. I didn't realize that. Let's see if we can't go. Yeah, that's fine. He can hold right there. Okay. Oh, yes, sir. Get in there. Get in there. We're just painting this whole area. Let's get more ground crews. You should have one moderator for each army doctrine. Yeah, that would confuse the heck out of people, huh? Am I at war with these guys? Apparently. Okay. This guy's got to turn around someplace. After he gets Xiang Mim, we'll go to Nanqing and Changsha. This looks deep. Do you think I should go to Nanning? Bearju can explain that to you. I still don't quite understand it. So we're looking at an encirclement here. So this is like, what, 22, 25, 35, something like that? Is that what it is? Something like that. Anyway, this is going to be awesome. Tanks for the win. Okay, that shored up our line quite a bit. We nipped off that appendage. I want to count this up. I'm sorry. 15 is 35. It is 35. Okay. That's a lot of divisions. And it looks like they're fairly kitted. And we got the tank division right there. There must be another one, though, right there. Wow, look at this. This is very sparse. Okay, we could get cut at any moment. Okay, so that needs to shore up to something like that. I have no expectations of holding this. That looks a little too opportunistic. Let's roll all these guys up. We need to focus at different points on the map, I think, and focus on their front line. This is kind of a Barbarossa situation where if you get your eye going over here into space, you're just going to get surrounded yourself. So we need to focus on the troops on the front line. Eat, then move ahead. Eat, move ahead. And all these guys dancing around here are not helping me one bit. We need them to like move straight through here. Everyone needs to be attacking. Anyone that's not attacking is crazy. Go, go, go. Okay, that's looking solid. We're casting that ass, baby. With carrier cass and these two right here. And part of the pocket is right here. As soon as I get that airfield, that's going to help us quite a bit. But it's getting cast as much as I could cast it, I guess. Okay. These trucks aren't going to move too well in here. Okay, this is looking good. So he's turning that over there. Let's have him move. Like, if he can get through these mountains here and onto these hills, he'll move a lot quicker. I love the cast that's going on. What's their XP levels? Got level 4, regular, seasoned. What do we got on the carriers? Carriers aren't doing that much. It looks like I'm out of a lot of these different types. Gonna have to start producing carrier stuff. What do you think, Bear Jew? Train experience over here. Maybe these guys would be better down here. There seems to be more targets of opportunity down here. And then let's move this Cass over. Okay, MPs are next. Let's check out our resistance. Okay, martial law is working fairly well, and the military governor in Korea is working. No worries there. Okay. Uh-oh. So they've made it around my line. Let's just plow straight into them and see if we can't roll those two divisions up. Of course, these guys are doing some weird... Okay, so we just got an airfield, right? Yeah. There we go. Once you get the 0, switch your production for regular fighters to the carrier fighters. And then start a new production line of 0s. Is that what we do? Be nice if they were treated that way. That would be interesting. This is a very tricky line. This is not a good line. I need to get these guys out of the way first. Kill count, 1,000,000 to 10 to 1, basically. 1 to 9. I use the regular fighters to kamikaze, and I max out my carrier fighters for air superiority. Okay. Okay, we're moving in here. They're moving off to the side. That's not good. And we are taking massive losses over here. I guess we can relieve the pressure now since we created the pocket. So let's go ahead and halt their attack, and let's actually swap this out. So I think it would be useful to just put some of these divisions on a fallback line. Probably like 2 deep would be the order of the day here. That's not what I wanted. And then this line right here would be good at this river. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we would need 18 divisions there, and then we can have 6. I guess that would be fine if that whole army just held there. They have good experience, though. Let's have them help over there. And then just hold. See what construction's doing. Beijing is healing up very well. This is looking pretty bad. That's going to need to be addressed probably fairly quickly. And then that area. This probably was a bridge too far in Fujian. This is a very tenuous situation that we're in right now. Of course, if I need these guys back on orders, we can put them back on orders. These guys should go. God. I wish we had mountain units, but I guess we don't. Something like that. But I can put them back on orders if I want to. So they're just on a fallback line. They are my best units as well. That pocket is suffering a lot of heavy casualties. This is a little concerning. So Xianmen and Fuzhou are both fortified. I know this is risky, but maybe we could entrench in those areas, and maybe they can't get me out of there, is what I'm thinking. Control B. Control B. Let's see if we can get in there real quick and just try to hold on to these ports. And then build up... just defend them. I'm glad that we raced down there. That was really cool. Where the hell... Why would he go all the way up there? That's crazy talk. About to max out the air XP? Okay. It's very tricky, this whole situation in China, but it's a lot of fun. We don't care about interwar fighters, so why don't we upgrade the CAS? I think we already did. Let me look at my stockpile. Kind of low on guns. Plenty of support equipment, though. So these guys are just going to have to hold out down there as best as they can. And then maybe I'll take, like, this guy, put him on a port right there. We'll see if we can't hold on to these little areas. Okay, radio interception group next. So looks like we can recruit an operative, demolition expert, strengthen resistance efficiency, sabotage cost. We really don't need to strengthen resistance. We need to decrease it. Capture cipher effectiveness. Enemy operative intel extraction rate negative 50%. Let's go with this guy. And then the first thing you need to do is build up an intel network. Yeah, I don't even know where. How about over here? Okay, so we have to go all the way into there. Oh boy. For sure, Credfield, I will do that. So they pretty much have a bunch of divisions down there. I can't really push up here. Let's see where we're at once this whole thing has balanced out. Starting to get low on armor, but I have a plan for that. We got some flat country over here where armor looks like it would be effective. Get them up to the line. Ichigo, I'm not sure how many days I have left. Unless you guys know another way of checking that out. I just know we still have it. So that's always good. Very bottom, check the decisions. 244 days. Is it the Marco Polo incidents? Is that Ichigo? Test the Soviets. I don't think we're ready to piss off the Soviets. Okay, so we have plenty of time there. These guys are going to start sneaking up on me. But maybe I can backdoor them somehow, I'm not sure. Okay, let's micro these tanks and make another pocket. My guys keep getting wounded. They lead the bonsai charge from the front. Okay, is that the 0? Nakajima key 27? Oh, I got them. So the 0 is specifically a carrier fighter, is that right? Definitely need that infantry equipment. Priority right there. These guys are still holding that line. That's awesome. They can just sit there. Fighter 2, carrier fighter. Gotcha. Okay. Just made that huge encirclement there. Okay, a 7 encirclement. That'll help out a lot. Zero is good on land, just short range. Gotcha. Okay, and these cavalry don't really have a direction to go in. Got to make sure they keep up the fight there for us. And then these guys all have orders, right? Yep. There we go. That'll make the game a lot easier. Okay, where was my other guy? Let's have him slam through there. Maybe search for a smaller encirclement here. Oh, that dream went away. Wow, they're attacking there fairly successfully. That's interesting. And I have air support. Air superiority. Let's Let's move them down here and see if that doesn't help. And we're going to go agility focus next, and then to the 0. Okay, where could my tanks go next? I guess something like right here would be good. This forested area does not look like it's prime time. So let's just have them all move right there and come right over there through the plains. I'm surprised that they're holding up this well. It's pretty cool. Okay, now they're doing much better. Nice. And we have tons of bonuses. I definitely want to get this war with China out of the way here. Okay, this guy can return to the line. Looks like this guy is safe to return to the line. That should be fine right there. Streamline productions for less lines, for sure. What ships do I have researched? We're going for the cruiser hull, so just all the normal ones. And we're going for the cruiser hull. So we're changing the fighter production to the new fighter, right? The key. So let's do that. Carriers are basically coming out indefinitely, but let's reevaluate that. I think we have enough convoys, so I'm going to take this off of convoys. Free military factories should probably go into the fighter or Cass. Are we actually behind on guns? Okay, it's starting to go lower. So that's a bad sign. So those are the next things that we need to prioritize on. So once you get better destroyers and cruisers research, you can stop producing carriers. Till you get the carrier 3s. Okay, cool. We'll see if this pays off. This might really have been bad. We'll see. Gonna hang this guy out here until these guys fill in the line. Here soon you'll need to start production of carrier naval bombers. Okay. Oh wow, they're actually attacking into me there, so that's not too bad. And then these attacks are still working out pretty well. If we could like cut along the coast here, that would be perfect. Okay, this guy can go off these orders now. That'll help quite a bit. Okay, so these guys got to move down. Wow, here's where everything gets really stretched out. Okay, so we got that cruiser hull. See how we're doing on guns. Go. That would be good to get eventually. That light tank too. What about one of these? Carrier organization, naval targeting. I guess it's not really important right now since we're in China. Oh, wow. So we could go fighter 3 right now. Are you sure? I could also go one of these. Concentrated industry is only 183 days away, though. But yeah, let's go the next destroyer. Then we'll head back. Construction 3. Okay. You guys are all construction fans. I am concentrated industry fan. I'm tired of Tobias. Good to see you, man. I'm tired as hell, but I won't rest until the I-400 Armada is real. I'm not sure what the I-400 Armada is. Yeah, industry was the play for sure. These guys are looking like studs, and then I'm just going to turn them on like a sleeper cell and then maybe head through here. It's so important to look at your terrain and basically maneuver your units through terrain that's optimal. I've learned time and time again. Okay. So these tanks, we've made a decent breakthrough right there. We can go right through here and just start owning. I don't think that they can stop us. So I'm going to try this control click to make custom maneuvers here with the tanks. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I've never used that before. I've just simply microed them. But if we go through here and then try to find hills. Okay, hill, hill, hill. Oh yeah, right through there. Oh, look at this. This is perfect. And we've gotten daylight. Some people want Construction 3, some want Concentrated Industry. I want a fleet of aircraft carrier submarines, of which the I-400 belonged to in Japan. Can you get that? Is that possible? Because that would be awesome. Although, God, look at that. 1944 submarine hull. I don't see a housing on top for aircraft. Like, I see the utility of it. Were there major downsides to that vehicle, though? Like, it seems like there would be major downsides, but, I mean, the plane's pretty small. It seems like you'd just be able to launch, like, a reconnaissance craft or something like that. If I cut this appendage off here, then that'll shore up our line quite a bit. So that's the next move we're going to make. Wow, I did not foresee this being a reality whatsoever. Mountain, mountain. So we have all the ports. So we just make one massive pocket here. And we're good to go. Yeah, this is looking like this is going to happen easily. I'll just have this guy connect the dots. See how that works. Okay, so we have better radar for the carriers. It's shift right click, okay. Oh, it's shift right click. Oh, okay, I thought it was control. My bad. Okay, that looks better. It's going to be a big encirclement in here. That Ichi go, man. So useful. God, that tank. Okay. If we can make an encirclement through here, let's actually let them clear that out a little bit. If they ever do that. They're probably shitting themselves right now, seeing that I'm behind them by so much. Let's see if he can't connect up like through here. Nope. This line in the middle, though, is getting way too stretched out. Okay, Army XP is maxed out. Thank you. Bear Jew. This would be a sweet 20 width. Let's see what we have in stockpile here. Ooh, guns are a problem, but artillery is not. Let's go ahead and put artillery into the Marine Division. That'll help out quite a bit. And in to armor divisions. All the rest should pretty much already have artillery. Yeah, we should be looking good there. Hi from Turkey. Your guides helped me a lot. Just want to say thanks for the good job. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate it, dude. That type of support really fuels me, so I like hearing stuff like that. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Wow, so they really got around here. Agent captured, of course. So that's the problem, Bear Jew, with not going intel early, is that your agents get captured quite a bit. Do they not have... There's not one airport? Jesus. It looks like this is a pocket, but it doesn't? This is so weird. Thanks, Cosmic. Oh, boy. It looks like they're starting to lose equipment, so I'm going to start this other order up. And we might lose a lot of manpower, but we just need to attack them from all areas now that we've gotten a bunch of surrounds. So this guy is just holding the line over here. Maybe he should just stop. He still has air cover for now. Oh, these guys aren't on orders. Okay. Let's have them go right into the middle there. As fast as they can. Everyone's on aggressive battle plan there. And as soon as we get this pocket, we'll be good to go, I think. That'll shore up our line quite a bit. It looks as if 13 right there. It says question marks right there. Oh, don't. No, you weren't supposed to leave there. That guy can just halt there. And then get this other tank around. My reasoning behind waiting for a spy is to rush the Japanese industry, since you have to build up in northern China for the initial push and maintain the infrastructure during the war. Next time, maybe space it out so you have at least some intel advantage before the war. My suspicion is that you need to have the intel agency, and I'm saying that just because why would they put it in the game, you know, if they wouldn't make it more crucial? Having the cipher advantage, even that 2% really helps. I know it's not huge, but for certain conflicts, I think it would help quite a bit. God, what else can I do? I can upgrade the tanks. I'm not producing any. We could probably produce just one tank. Something like that. You can't upgrade armored cars, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh, you can. All right, that tank was a total waste. Does any upgrade with armored car help suppression? Doesn't look like any of the stats help suppression, so I don't think any of those upgrades are worth it. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why my tank divisions are holding in there so much. And I don't really care. I'm just like, thank goodness. These guys don't know where to go. It's hilarious. This tank division, though, is not doing so hot. Okay, something like 10-1 or more. KDA. once these guys are set up. Oh, you're trying to sneak around me? I don't think so. Not today. Chinese hunting rifles. I like to watch Forgotten Weapons, and they have a ton of like pistols that were made in China, and I think they call them Khyber Pass as just a catch-all, but it basically means a pistol that was manufactured by someone with basic tools, and they typically try to copy the Colt 1911. It's pretty interesting stuff. Aha! Is that 2 Soviet divisions? Uh-oh, this guy's trying to get in. Okay, he's going to have to come back. And then he's just going to have to stay there. And hopefully this line fills in. Uh-oh, they're coming around. He needs to get out. Oh! Okay, we'll fix this real quick. Okay, after agility focus, we're at the 0. It's saying that I need first air fleet. Not sure if that was changed, but we'll go ahead. That gains National Spirit First Air Fleet, which grants sortie efficiency plus 20%. All right. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Come on. Getting overruns up north. There we go. See if I can't get this other tank division around. Is that a minefield in there? Oh, that rice fields, I think. Rice paddies? Oh, this guy's got some space. Let's go. You guys don't know who you're messing with here. Come on, go, go, go. Speed. If we can get into there, it's another fortified city. That's awesome. Ah, they got around. Okay. Let's have him move back. Oh, that's taking a little bit longer because it was tanks. Okay, and let's get my armored spearhead back up again and just set him up over here for some more fun encirclements. Okay. Shore up this line over here. God, that's still quite a bit of a line. See if we can't do something like that to balance things out. Okay, so Hata is... Is this the right field marshal that we wanted? I guess he is now. Upgrading Hata, though, for infantry expert supposedly doesn't help us out, but logistics wizard would be really good. Negative 15% supply consumption, that would be awesome. No other upgrades, it looks like, are available. Okay, so moving into here, we need to somehow figure out our Air Force. Just go right there. There are no airports. Wow, that's crazy. The truck divisions were like deja vu. It's a weeb reference. I don't get the reference. Parker, what's up, dude? You're back? It looks like there's potentially, if we could get through here, we could get some stuff done. But it's all about the terrain, I feel like. Having air superiority and the terrain, the hardness of your divisions. Oh, wow, we could snip off a little appendage there as well. And some unstitchings going on. So my fix for the tank divisions was just going to be, and we have barely any tanks left. I'm just going to take out a tank regiment. Wow, those are some 24 width division there. There's some good divisions. Let's see what we can accomplish without the tanks. Okay, and then the tank units just switch to infantry. Deploy all the CAS in the north so we can capture Shanghai. Okay. Suyan. Okay, got mobile defense. So integrated support. Soft attack. So support company, soft attack plus 25%, organization plus 10. That's pretty good. 461 days. We can limit it to 210. Perfect. You're going to need some airfields in the center. All right. Very true. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get at least that. What is going on here? All these guys have to do is that? Get a 2-division encirclement? Okay, so I think we can start decrypting ciphers now, right? Does not look like it yet. And in 29 days, I can get another operative, so that'll be cool. click on the cryptology tab. God, why am I... Oh, yeah. Click on map to add country as decryption target. $200 days? They're probably going to be done in 200 days, right? I don't know, guys. Who do you guys think that I should decrypt? Perhaps British Malaya? Okay, I'm going to decrypt right here. USA and UK. Raj? I guess USA would be our main problem, but so my thing is, though, I'm going to be invading Malaya. Why wouldn't I just do this? It looks like there's a differentiation here. Malaya is actually different than the UK, but we're going to be up against UK forces first. So let's go ahead and decrypt the UK. Those are going to be the strong forces. The grade A forces. You think Raj, because we go through here? Yeah. We could always do them next. It's okay. Goddamn Russian volunteers. Oh, that's maybe Communist China. Those Russian tanks, man, really did not help. Okay. Another encirclement over here, perhaps? These guys need to be on orders. I keep on forgetting. Okay. Just naval invade the Raj? No need to fight in the mountains? Yeah, that would be good. Hopefully the English Navy's not going to give us any trouble. Prince of Terror right now, I'm thinking. We looked at these other ones. They weren't really that great. Get more aces. Land doctrine research speed. So this would save us 20 days of research for a land doctrine. However, if I went Prince of Terror, it would definitely save us a lot of manpower and weapons. That's probably more important since I'm 5 slotted for my research. Martial law is working out well for China. Korea does not need a military governor anymore. The war industrialist, I do not. Takuo Godo. But I'm not creating any of those things. So I'm thinking like the Prince of Terror would be better. How many divisions do we have in China? We're going to have a lot of territory in China as well. It would definitely prime us for taking the whole... Yeah, we've got 10 divisions in China. Okay, all right. Doesn't Prince give non-core manpower? I believe so. We're good on manpower right now. Doesn't look like I can create any more divisions based on the amount of guns that I have. Somehow we fell behind on support equipment. I don't know how that happened. That's real weird. Let's take a look at Prince of Terror again. Yeah, no, it gives non-core manpower 2%. Foreign subversive activities efficiency -30. Damage to garrison -25. I think in the long run, this is going to be better for our production by conserving the amount of weapons that we have and the amount of manpower. I think this is the higher impact. Because we're really not producing anything. We're producing nothing industry-wise. It's going to be hard. Like, we can switch modes into the war industrialist after we've capitulated China. And once we have more civilian factories that we stole. I think that's the play. Right? Booted them out. Let's make a cut through here. And we're in a really good situation here, like attack-wise, so I'm just going big encirclement, big encirclement, big encirclement. Oh, look, they're going to be able to do that. But we can always go for the next bridge. Huh. Let's try this. Right, that'll help. Wow, so we produced that airbase pretty quickly. Let's get a couple more. An airbase like somewhere just out here in the middle of nowhere would be good. Come on, I just want this encirclement. Give me the encirclement. Even if I could get these like 6. Perfect. All right. That's what we're looking for. And then you shufflers, don't shuffle anymore. Shift, right click. They really have to go all the way over there? It's crazy. See what we can accomplish over here. Maybe something through here? Not sure. Looks like these former tank divisions are pretty good on equipment. We can get another operative. Own operative detection chance factor. I like that. Infiltration effectiveness up as well. Let's have him do a spy network. Maybe over in Nanying. How far is China from capitulation? Stability is 51%, if that's what you're looking for. Okay. Check where you see the casualties. Total war participation. Is it one of these? Capitulation progress. Okay. That's a lot of capitulation progress. %67 towards capitulation. Does that correlate with their stability? I guess not. It kind of correlates with stability. I would always look at stability for some reason. I don't know. So that is not working. I think that this is just going to be a grind here. Wow, look at this. Come on, guys. Let's pull it together. They're fully encircled. They have no organization. Just finish them off. There we go. Okay, now we can get the 0. Mateo wants to see the templates. Okay, so this used to be our tank template, and I added in support artillery. I did not change that at all. I forgot that there was a recon detachment in there. That's just a weird template to me. Here's our cavalry. And it looks like it's just vanilla. I could probably... No, I can't pop in some artillery there. Our infantry equipment, is painfully... Need more infantry equipment. What else are we working with here? This is the 24 width base template for the Japanese motorized. This is the all-star right here. And if we didn't have those tanks, I'm not producing tanks whatsoever, but if we didn't have those tanks, I think all my armored spearhead divisions would be there, would be that motorized one. There would probably just be 3 of them. I'm only using 2, and all my motorized is in here. As you could see, there's no motorized in this tank division template. Tank, quote unquote. This is my Marine. And my main one that I built into was a 7.2 artillery for the superior firepower. And I might have to take that recon out. I think we built that out of the HOI4. Yeah, I'm going to have to take that recon out. That recon's killing us. And then we'll see how this shores up. Did I just see that correctly? Did it get worse? That was weird. Okay, so now I think that I'm just going to put these divisions on the line. And we're just grinding from here. They can head down there, let's say. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, this guy's upgraded, obviously. Let's aim them more towards here. Maybe naval invade one more time. Drag some of their troops off the front line. Stop attacking, gain manpower and equipment. Yeah, Parker, that's what I was just thinking. Like, we're grinding to a halt here, and I need to really... We got all red, man. It's looking bad. Oh, these guys don't have any equipment. What are these? Some Menguko troops? So Menguko's not keeping up with their equipment. And then some of my units don't have equipment. So let's just take all these guys. Let's pump the brakes here. Maybe just survey this for a second. Yeah, we're definitely... Let's address some supply issues here. Of course, historically, this is what happened. As you dive deeper into China, the roads get worse and impossible. This is a key area. I don't really know what to do in the mountains over there. So we're going to need to rebuild infrastructure and take a deep breath here. Pretty much these guys can be over there. Can move Cass up. Okay, we need some more airports. Like something up there. Okay, let's be smart about this. What's the middle? It's hard to see the air provinces here. Hubei is probably the key area. Something like that, and we can throw up airports pretty quickly. How many days left for Ichi go? $80. Oh boy. Let's just reset the line here real quick. Jason Miller, good to see you, Jason. Weirded out that you are not using 20-width divisions. But wait, I am. This is what I would have used. So, Jason, what we do and what I found to be the best effective way is conserve my original divisions that are regular training, not just trained, but regular. You conserve those, you don't touch the template because they have better XP, and each level of XP is worth 25% bonus. So, yeah, yeah, if they're regular at the beginning, I don't touch them. I don't touch their template. I don't disable them or delete them, disband the units at all. So that's kind of how I play. It weirds a lot of people out at first, but it is the way to go. 100%. God, we are really struggling here, guys. We have plenty of manpower. God, all my allies' divisions are not looking too hot. You can, and then I lose equipment, right? You don't lose equipment anymore if you exercise? Each piece of equipment is a lot of value in my opinion. So if I'm losing equipment, I'd rather keep, like, the 20 width to me is not as important. And yeah, 20 width is great, but in certain situations it doesn't really matter. Say I only have 2 divisions attacking into a province. Well, you can have 80 width. Two 20 width divisions is only 40. So if I had like 218 width, it really doesn't matter that much. Yeah, you're not bringing as much equipment to bear, but maybe you have manpower or equipment issues anyways. So, and of course you're going to get a debuff if you have manpower and equipment issues. If your divisions aren't full strength, you get a debuff. So you have to consider all those different types of things. Okay, so we just got a new gun. That'll help quite a bit. Let's get the next gun upgrade. Integrated support would be really nice if we could just warp speed to that. Our major problem here is not enough infantry equipment, not enough support equipment. Let me see if I can conserve anything else. I don't really think I can. Yeah. God, I don't know how we got so behind on support equipment. I think it's the bad terrain. Completely attrition. That's how we lost all of our support equipment. So that needs to go up. The guns need to go up. Those are our priorities. Cancel the Marine Division. That's in the queue for deployment. He has equipment. Oh, thank you. Saying that saves me right there. Nice. We could actually use the armored car divisions after we get the MP. So 24 days. All right. Can bring those armored cars to bear. This is looking good. They're just attacking into us. But I mean, they have full equipment and manpower. What the hell happened here? We lost a quarter of a mil to their 1.64. I feel like we're going to grind to a halt if I don't start attacking again, though. Keith, I guess it depends on how crappy the starting template is. Yeah, I mean, I don't use the French tank division that has 4 tank regiments in it. Oh my goodness, if you try using that, I tried using it once not knowing that I had it, like when I was just practicing France, and the template, like the division disappeared because if you have no infantry, you have no like organization or HP, so they literally just ground to dust in like Belgium. It was like hilarious. It's like, what happened to all my tank divisions? You need to get blitz their capital. Okay. Chongqing? Is that where we're going? So if I capitulate this, the rest fall? Like dominoes? Nice. Okay, so this is not needed. Let's tidy this up. That's why I like HOI4. It's a thinking man's game. Can't just sit here willy-nilly pressing buttons. You got to think about what you're doing. Okay. Something like that's fine. I'm really surprised at the equipment issues. Japan, we either didn't build industry as well as we should have, or something. Attacking through here hurt us quite a bit. But on the same token, we were able to attack effectively. We did get some industry. There is some industry. They do give you a nugget there. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is like a type of Barbarossa here. These guys still attacking? What the hell? Why are we attacking? I don't want you guys to attack. What are you doing? You're going all the way up there. Thought we fixed those issues. Yeah, that training and experience is definitely worthwhile. We got some guys in reserve. Okay, where is Quan Chongqing? Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Okay, it's over here. But I do need these guys to push in as well. So we need to have both these air provinces, air territories, if you will. We need those both popping. This can move up. And of course, that's where all of our industry went, was oil. Let's take this away. Okay, now our production is much better. Okay, what can we run out of stockpile here? Okay, Cass. Let's have him go over there. Let's wait for that Cass to get out. Perfect. All right, let's dig in. Can these guys get up further? Kind of. God, I'd like another forward air base someplace, like over here, something a little closer. Any decisions I want to consider here? 55 more days for Ichi go. With those huge bonuses. Wow, there's actually a scroll button here. That's how many buffs Japan has. Sortie efficiency plus 20%. War bonds? Nice. Okay. It's going to cost me 75. Let me see if there's... But I do need the war industrialist too, though. Okay, we'll see where we're at. I lose the Ichigo buff. I think I can do it again, though, can't I? But I lose the 20% attack and 5% defense. This is looking encouraging. I mean, my battle plans might not be the best. Okay. Alright, I won't quote you, dude. So we just had another carrier come out. And then I upgraded the cruiser? To the cruiser 3. So that's what we need to build, is a cruiser 3. And we have that torpedo cruiser. Is it even worth building? I could just continue building the torpedo cruisers. See the difference. Torpedo attack 54, torpedo attack 108 and 8. All right, we're doing that for sure. They're going into Kentai. Let's get some Yugoslavian aluminum. Okay, a race to the finish here. Good on oil. Start backing off that oil. Thought I already did this. Thanks, Credfield. I don't know why it hid that message for Pearchew. That was weird. Okay, we're grinding right down the middle here. Communist China capitulated. All right, those the equipment. They have SVT-38s. Nice. Those are going in my troops' hands. So there is a reason to come up here. And all of a sudden, our infantry equipment's not so bad. Okay, occupied territories. Communist China is going to need... Let's go with military governor and hope for the best. That's going to need to be martial law, and Shangzi is going to have to be martial law. It's getting a little bad there. Okay, so we got MP, so we're going to make a new division here. We're going to do... Oh, we already have made it. Okay, perfect. So we are ready to go. Is this what we're using on our resistance? Looks like we're just using straight up cav. Unfortunately, I don't think we have a lot of support equipment. So even if I deploy that MP division, all we'd be doing is wasting armored cars. So we need to get support equipment somehow. Oh, and then this changed. Well, that's annoying. I guess it's okay if armored cars are no longer produced. No big deal. I'm tempted to go for the next level. No, we need industry. Lots and lots of juicy industry. Yeah, but I don't have, I don't have support equipment. The other thing is I'm not even producing armored cars right now because we capitulated that one country. I'm assuming? All right, we're going to try the MP division, but in select areas. So if there's like 20 divisions, how many armored cars are in these divisions? 60 times 20? I need 1,800? So I can't do 10 divisions. Okay, so I can do everyone but China, basically. So we could do something like this. I could do boom, but then change China back to cavalry. Probably work pretty well. And we have plenty of armored cars left. But unfortunately, I can't do China because it requires 10 divisions. Okay, they go way back to there. All right, almost there. I should have moved this armored spearhead right up towards the capital, I guess. Okay, there we go. I think that makes more sense. Check out the focus, strengthen the divine wind. Let me see what we're doing here next. I think it's going to be infantry equipment. Yeah, let's upgrade the infantry equipment. So the focus, strengthen the divine wind. Where's that? Is that one at the very bottom? That's America's secret weapon on us. Laugh aloud. Oh, so is that the American focus tree? It sounds like it's a nuke. You need better artillery? For sure. It's going to take up resources, though, if I upgrade my artillery. That's what I always hate doing. It always pains me. Let's create another fighter. Maxing out range first because we're in the Pacific. And we'll go agility second. Okay, got an encirclement there. God, these guys are not well supplied down here. Spiritual mobilization. Here it is. Has researched rocket engines. Enables production of Yakusuka Oka. Yakasuku Oka. So is that like an ICBM? Okay, eat that guy right there. We're just going to blast along here. I don't think that we have any strength left for encirclements or anything like that. Anything fancy like that. These guys, yikes, are about to grind down to nothing. Oh, ship killers? Oh, is that kamikaze rocket that they had? Or so they had a plane that they just like stuffed full of explosives? Is that what it is? So we got the 0. Army expansion next. And we're going to get to those bicycles pretty soon. Oka bombs. Okay, so we got the infantry equipment. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. MPs would be nice. You want me to upgrade the arty? It would be, but what about these fighter 3s? Well, I just upgraded these guys. I guess I could make carriers, but we have the 0 now. Okay, we'll upgrade the arty, and then A6M is 0 Sen, carrier fighter 2. Okay, let's hope we can get to that quick. Get some ship upgrades. It'll be next. Okay, we're almost here. The moment is upon us. Oh, we're going to get some Lend-Lease? All right. 2 convoys of towed artillery. Nice. Oh, my goodness. We're out of almost everything, guys. Desperate times, for sure. One day left. Oh no. We're about to grind to a halt. We're right here though. We can do it. Apparently the cavalry's already lost 1 division. Or no, they're just someone's not on orders for some reason. Make sure they're on orders. Don't think anything's really going to help him. Okay, so we need to focus all of our air right up here. Looks like they have an airport right up there. These guys are not attacking well, so I'm going to turn them off. And neither are these guys down here, so I'm going to have to turn them off as well. And they need to be resupplied. They're almost about to grind to dust. But this division in the middle is doing fairly well, so hopefully they can push. And it looks like it's because a cavalry expert I'm not sure. They do have some infantry, and they do have infantry expert. So these guys can be all up in there. Oh, we got 40 cast that we can deploy. That'll do. Okay, let's bring in the attack. Come on, boys. God, this line is so stretched out up there. Oh. Nice. Okay, that was surprising that I got that. Let's get that war industrialist, because we're going to need him after we get all the factories from China. I have nothing else to do, so we'll make a tank. And I think we'll capitulate after this. Not sure. Yeah. We should capitulate after this. Army expansion, supremacy of will. And then bicycle battalions. Money. And World War II just kicked off. Oh, these guys can move up. It's a damn Soviet division in there. Come on, bring it home, bring it home. Okay, that's looking okay. We're doing the best that we can do in that area. They didn't capitulate. No. No. Well, I guess we just continue on. That was disappointing. Okay, these guys are resupplied down there. Oh my goodness. We're so low on guns, though. I don't know if we can attack. Oh, we got some surrounds over here, some encirclements. That was surprising. I think we got to go to the next star. So my The typical thing that I go by is that you need to capture the capital 3 times. China is fully in red, but honestly, with say the Soviet Union, I need to capture their capital 3 times in order to capitulate them, and that's usually how it works with like most countries. War score? Is that where I was here? If it controls 5% of victory points and will capitulate when it has 5% or less. That's crazy. Okay, that integrated support will help quite a bit. So integrated support just gave us a huge boost. 25% soft attack for support companies, which is the mainstay of our artillery, plus 10 organizations. So we should be good. One more city. All right. What city? What city do we need? Nice. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh my god. I thought that would never work. All right, chat. Is there anything weird I need to do here? Do I need to puppet anyone? Gosh. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff. And we don't, like, we have all the war score, it looks like, so we could just take everything. But there would be border gore. This in Xinjiang seems like a puppet to me. In everything bordering Mongolia, probably. Take the coast and puppet China. Okay. So puppet all of it. So just take this. Do I take down here too? It seems like this would be good to take. Take Guangxi, click Coast 2. Okay. And then just puppet the rest in the port up north. Cow owns that. I'm not... What is this port that you speak of? Oh, this one. Okay. That's easy to overlook there. Gotcha. Okay. So we're going to take that and then just puppet everything else. And I've learned my lesson. I'm just going to sit here and wait till someone answers me. Because I totally screwed up that France build by not puppeting it off perfectly. Okay, so puppet China. Done. What else? Puppet Commie China. Give all the remaining land to mainland China. Then enter and then click on China flag and click all territory. Take all states. Enter and then click on China flag and click all the territory. So take all the states of Communist China? No. I can reset it, right? No, I can't. You have to click it individually. Are you saying to take the rest of these states? You guys got to give me more info here. It seems like I should puppet Sikyang. Click on the Chinese flag, then click on the provinces. Oh, on these, so give them all the provinces? Okay. Gotcha. Some next level stuff we're doing here. I've never done this before, because they're my puppet. And then just take it all? No, we don't have to deal with any of that. All right. Perfect. Thank you, guys. I learned a lot there. That was awesome. And now I only have to work with... I thought that I totally screwed it up there. And I've definitely done that on live streams before. So now I only have to worry about one government. So this is awesome. So I control the coast and all the factories and all the good stuff. And I don't have to worry about all the different subjects. Yeah, this is great. I think I saw Feedback do this before. Let's change this. Reorganize government. That's what needs to change to MP division, but it's 28 divisions in there. Let's roll this forward a bit and see if that's still the case. 13, okay. See the armored cars in stockpile, 450. Okay. That's not going to be enough to use my super duper MP divisions with it, though. Yikes. Okay, so they have to be martial law. That's good. Korea can probably go to civilian and be fine. The click can stay, and okay. That makes it a lot simpler. Now take the Chinese babies to garrison all your lands. Okay. Nice. Make a colonial... Justin says, make a colonial infantry template and suck up all that juicy Chinese manpower. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's happening. Let's see what they got here. They got tanks. They have a better tank template than I do. I just don't know in what situation, like, where I'm going to use tanks again. Let's see, they're motorized. What do I have in stockpile to work with here? I really have nothing. Like, this exhausted me. Yeah, I don't have equipment to make any more divisions, unfortunately, guys. But Bearju, let's talk on Discord and come up with a formalized plan. We made it to the goal, Ichi go. So we're going to end the live stream here. I think this was great. That was a grind. That was very interesting. A lot of different terrain types. A very different style of play that you have to incorporate here in China. Like, I really enjoy this Japan build. This is a lot of fun. Time to span out war factories for sure. Militaries, factories. Got some construction there. We don't really need to worry about oil. So, like, we could back off on that quite a bit. Actually, we could just delete that. All right, million manpower. Awesome. That should free up some of our manpower. And then I would say priorities for production. God. Support equipment and infantry equipment. Uh-oh, did I get raided again? Mr. Terry raid. All right. I gave a shout out to you, Mr. Terry, earlier. How goes the Japanese empires this fine day? Pretty good. As you can see, we just capitulated China, and we took the coast and organized a puppet government. Mr. Terry, we're back. Yeah, Mr. Terry, dude, I was thinking about it, and I want to bring raids back as well. How do you like? Do you just go on YouTube on live streams and then just kind of take a look at things there, and then just post the link in the chat? What you gonna do, brother, when Mr. Terry runs wild on you? Holy, but you didn't give it to Quing? Not sure what that means. Hey, thanks, Mohammed. Just search for games and filter to just see live streams. Okay. Then paste the link. Okay, that's cool. Mr. Terry, do you stream on Twitch at all? Because I use OBS and I have the capability of dual streaming, but I've not been able to set it up yet. So I also wouldn't know how the chat works. I guess I could just pop out two chats for Twitch and YouTube, but I've been thinking about doing that. Bicycle divisions consume a lot of support equipment. That's interesting. Qing China is Manchukuo. Hey, Jorgen. Bow down to the king of history. I bow, I bow. No, not Twitch. My main channel is on YouTube, and that's where my following is. Yeah, I agree. There's not a lot of HOI4 streamers on Twitch, so I think I would get some viewership, but I just like the YouTube platform that everything is pushed to people, and that people are on YouTube so much more. It's so vast that they're going to see, like Mohammed just put on notifications, like he's going to see if I start live streaming now. So it's just, I'd rather just be on one platform, I guess. Right now you're typing from the main channel, not the gaming channel, so this is the bigger one. He is the real Mr. Terry. All right, see ya, Finian. He, I was looking at your videos, Mr. Terry. I really like them, but your following, your fans are great. They're really hilarious. That's really a cool aspect of YouTube. See you, Mohammed. Thanks for the sub. Okay. I gotta figure out. Oh, we have a lot more military factories. Okay. Well, guns are gonna be built. We're gonna need to improve support equipment. And apparently the bicycle divisions are gonna take up a lot of support equipment. Let's get the fighter and the cast production going. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, Chris, okay, it does allow you to dual stream to multi-platform if your internet supports that. I tried hooking up my stream, excuse me, to Twitch, and it did not work. It would not allow it. Mr. Terry says he doesn't have time to learn HOI4, but it's on sale right now. I'm pretty sure, Mr. Terry, if you wanted HOI4, you could just email the the Paradox devs, and they would give it to you. I'll teach you how to play. We could live stream it. As a matter of fact, I'm being taught how to play right now. It's funny because I could play for like 3 years, and because I haven't even focused on the East at all, the aspects of the game, it's just a completely different game in this hemisphere. So the game has so much replayability depending on which game, like which theater of war you're in. Oh, thanks, Mr. Terry. Well, what are you trying to focus on that channel? I saw you playing Assassin's Creed, which is a fun game. Bike to Moscow. Dude, I like how you think. Omnissiah. Are you using bikes? Yeah, we're almost there. Let me show you. We're on Army Expansion. You can actually rush bikes. And we could have done bike China, but you go right down here and you get Bicycle Battalion. I would say, Mr. Terry, that the game is very intimidating, but not if you're on regular mode. I'm on the hardest mode, and you need to pay attention to all aspects. But if you're on regular, the game plays real easy. The problem is that people start saying that it's too easy. But, I mean, those are for people who've gotten like 1,000 hours in the game. I mean, on Elite Iron Man mode, you can probably take out the world as Germany, like the major powers, by, I would say, like 39 or 40 now. Drift, you're hilarious. 1,000 hours is still a newbie? All right. I think it depends on where you're coming from. Are you good at strategy games? Have you been playing a lot of strategy? A lot of people that are good at this game would have been playing Hearts of Iron like 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So no non-related historical games. Oh, you played Rocket League? I've never played that one before. I've seen that. Oh, you might go play Assassin's Creed on the History channel. That's cool. What I find is that I could totally see how you have this history channel and you just really don't care to play historical video games. I could 100% see that, and I totally feel you because it can get a little one-sided and a little stale for you personally playing the game. Once you have one Paradox game, this is the only Paradox game that I've ever played. So I had no idea. So if you play other Paradox games, it becomes easier, huh? Bearju, you got 3.3k hours? They say it takes 10k hours to become a professional at anything. And the one game that I was approaching that was Dota 2. I think I had like 7k hours in Dota 2. Bicycles infantry consume 4 times more infantry equipment? Okay. Well, I doubled my support equipment. Okay, we'll try to get to there then. And then that really isn't important, so. But guns are important. You'll get more views playing non-historical games? Yeah, actually, well, that makes sense. You already have a big following, so I could totally see that. I step away for lunch and you conquer China. You, my friend, must be in Europe on like a night shift or an AM shift or something like that, Keith. With the power of anime. Uh, Bearju took me through how to reorganize China, but you capitulate them and then take all the factions and form them into one puppet government. It's actually really nifty, but I'm pretty sure that's Feedback's method, isn't it? Feedback Gaming. Let's see. Oh, we can now trade with them. How convenient. Not really good trading partners for aluminum. Oh, I see. So you're trying to organize. You played Rocket League on your gaming channel because it was non-historical. Got it. I mean, I'm completely. I don't have. I have a lot of time constraints, but oddly enough, it seems like we're on YouTube at the same time streaming. But I'd be more than willing to. You can just play. We could be on Discord and just share your screen, and I could walk you through how to play HOI4. It's not a problem. And like I said, if you talk to the devs, they would definitely give you a copy of Hearts of Iron 4. It's pretty expensive with all the expansions, but the base game is really good as well. It just depends if you want to play a particular country, because the different countries have focus trees. Um, and if you don't have all the DLCs, you won't get all these different badges. So they mainly expand the game by creating more badges for different countries. So like China is just going to have a basic focus tree. Oh, I think they do have a little extra, but anyway, each country is different. I think most the best the most interesting one is France, with Germany being second. I just like playing Germany. That's my deal. All right, see ya, Bear Jew. Thanks for coming, man. Yeah, I'll just shoot you a Discord and we'll see. We'll plot out what we're gonna do from here. I'm sure we're gonna go south and take the juicy. Check this out. All the resources that are in the Dutch East Indies. Yeah, that's the one thing that I worry about, is filling someone's feed up with something that they don't want. I noticed when I started streaming, I had initially maybe 10 or 15 less subs. Um, that got balanced out though because I got like 30 subs that came to me, but it seemed like there was a crash in the amount of subs that I had because they probably didn't want a streamer so much. Cool, Mr. Terry. Yeah, like just hit me up anytime. My Discord is on my YouTube channel. Oh, this is the only Paradox game I play, so I really skip around. I'm not really loyal to any of the developers, so um, I think this is the most popular Paradox game by far on Steam. It definitely is the most popular. I think historically, Mr. Terry can correct me if I'm wrong. All they could hold on to was the coast. So they would take these ports and they owned the sea, so it's not really a big deal. Where they got into was about Midland China, and then you're not dealing with roads, you're dealing with like dirt tracks, and China was getting fed by the UK or something through the Burma Road through here. There's actually the terrain is outlined right here. You can see where they went through um, and supplied them, and then finally, I forget the Chinese leader's name. I think they stopped him, and then yeah, the U.S. came into the war and everything and started attacking him from the east. CK2, I've been looking at it. That would be cool. You have HOI4. Wow, that's awesome. That's great that he bought you HOI4. I think the whole game with the DLCs could be $100. It's on sale. It was only $10. Oh, okay, the base game. Because like there's like 5 or 6 DLCs for $10 a piece. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's a $40 game normally, with like 6 $10 DLCs, something like that. So it's like $100. My game's fully upgraded. I think I'm too small of a YouTuber though to get any attention from the devs to where they would give me a game code for free. I don't know if the Steam summer sale began, but it feels like summer right here today in California, dude. It was hot. Yeah, the DLC's not necessary. So anyone else here hyped for Ghost Tsushima? Is that a new game coming out? I would think that the summer sale would come out in July, but I don't know. I've watched a lot of dev diaries for Hearts of Iron 4, and they seem like they're really good guys. Um, and they're really personable, so that's another bonus for the game. Ghosts of Tsushima, yes. Day one for me. Samurai and Mongols together in a beautiful open world. Yes, please. So are you first person in that game? Let me see if I can't bring it up. Starting to wane here. This is like the end of the night for me. Okay, so Ghost Tsushima. What about Sea of Thieves? Trying to look up how to spell this thing. Looks like third person. How do you spell it again? Oh, TSU. I got nothing coming up, guys. Go back to the main page. Yeah, nothing. It looks like there's a weekend deal. There's weekend deals. It's only Thursday though. Maybe it's Friday most other places and they've started the deals up. I'm not sure. Keith Paradox is the best somewhat small publisher. Man, I thought that they were small publishers, but I've some of the games that have been sent to me recently, like there's a lot of underground games out there. It is very interesting, and they've been a lot of small developers have been sending me product codes on Steam. There's just a lot of games out there. I think especially with what's going on, um, game development, you don't need to go outside or do anything. You can stay in your house and do it. So I'm not sure if that fueled some of the game economy a bit. Oh, it's a PS4 exclusive. I'm sorry, dude. Well, I can tell you this. In terms of Hearts of Iron 4, I don't know. You can look up my channel. So I painstakingly have gone through certain scenarios that have happened. And I actually recreated the Battle of France. And it plays pretty much like the Battle of France. I've recreated Barbarossa in several videos, Operation Barbarossa. And yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff, and to where I try to get the same amount of tanks and divisions. And I've had a few other YouTubers give me maps, mapping out where the divisions are, telling me where they are. So I have a lot of videos on actually trying to turn this game into history, and it is incredibly time consuming and does not get a lot of views. but but I'm sure if you had done that, like you would probably get a lot of views. Like it would probably be a really big deal. Sony again with the great exclusives. Yeah, actually, so everything is driven via the focus trees. So the events fire off, historical events fire off, but basically, for instance, the first thing that happens for Germany is the Germany reoccupies the Rhineland, and the German occupation, or um, I don't know what you call it, the taking over of Austria is on the focus tree, so that can happen, and you can trigger it earlier or you can trigger it on time. And in one of my playthroughs, I try to trigger it close to on time. And then you can go and eat Czechoslovakia, but you can eat it in different ways. So you can do it 100% historical, but then you can go alt history too. So that's why I think people like this game so much. Are you able to make the Germans do things you want because Japan is allied with them? You know, it really makes it separate. And I saw your last video on alt history, Japan coming into the war. Like if Pearl Harbor had never happened, like what would have happened? And what happens in this game is Pearl Harbor happens, and then I still don't think it gives you a way of declaring war against the United States, but you can easily declare war and make it historical if you just justify a war goal, and at that point, the world is at war, so it would take like 20 days. So that's basically historical, is that Hitler decided to attack the United States, right? Like you said in your video, um, just because Japan was at war with the United States did not guarantee that Germany was going to come in on the side of the Japanese. So yeah, you can recreate that, but the focus tree is not driven. But I think that that's actually better, and the devs think of things like that. Funny, real intricate things like that. The gameplay plays out completely historically if you want it to. Like, for instance, there's the war between Finland and the Soviet Union as well. Little things like that. They have a lot of attention to detail here. And what's interesting also is that you can form the Axis, and Japan comes in, but not a lot happens. So I think that the devs did that on purpose because there wasn't a lot of cooperation between Japan and Germany anyway. Oh, Willie. All the DLC games are negative 50%, and the game itself is has a 75%. That's awesome. Yeah, and then some of the things that you can do, you can actually go in and form different countries. So you can form the EU if you conquer enough territory in Europe. You can also form like Rome. If you're as Italy, you can actually like form Rome. And then Mussolini gets a olive. God, I'm so tired. I'm sorry, Mr. Terry. He gets a olive crown, but it's like gold leaf olive branches. It's pretty cool. His picture changes, and then Italy's actually gets. Oh, holy! Thanks for the super chat there, man. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Italy changes colors to red, and that is super intimidating, and I do not like it at all. Golden laurels. Thank you, Justin. Jesus. Omnissiah. Thanks for buying Mr. Terry the game as well. Oh, you can also create the Holy Roman Empire as well, which it seems like the European players know a whole lot more about. And my understanding is that there was just a lot of vassal states in Europe, like from Italy to Germany, and you basically, I forget which ruler brought them all together. But anyway, yeah, you can form the Holy Roman Empire, and it's a Germanic nation. But I'm not up on that history, really. Like, if I want to know about history, I talk to my European subscribers because they're, like, light years ahead. And I always thought I was a history buff. But if you want to talk about European history, and it makes sense, they live over there, right? You want to know about European history, talk to Germans. It's awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm gassed. I can't go anymore. I need to get some sleep. But thanks for the raid, Mr. Terry. Thank you, Bearju. Guys, remember the build is in the description box below, and then the first live stream has the first part of the build, and then the third part of the build will be on Sunday night when I do the third live stream. So yeah, Mr. Terry, check out his YouTube channel. It's really good and very interesting. And he also has a gaming channel now. And thank you for the raid, sir. Thanks for coming over, guys. I really appreciate it. Von Monstein, good morning, sir. What is it, like 8 a.m. over there? Good to see you, Von Monstein. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Terry. All right, guys. I'll leave you with the rest of the Japanese song here.
北へ北へし大和玉運気を守る者の句はすべてその数20万人84箇所にたむ